Morgan Engineering. I joined Morgan Engineering in 2006. I am a partner. Basically, my role on paper is new business development, marketing. If you ask me what I really do, I like to say chief cook and bottle wash, because I think that's what you really do, is whatever needs to be done in the business, whether it's just taking out the garbage or just making sure that business is running as it's supposed to be doing. That's sort of kind of my real role.
And we were introduced to you, so Integrity Holdings has been introduced to you guys for probably 10 years now, doing subdivisions for us and surveys and all that stuff. And I think you guys probably introduced us because you were doing some of their new construction stuff on the ARIA property side.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Right. So it's so we're all
Full
friends.
circle.
Full disclosure. So we're hanging out today and just chatting a little bit about how we've all become successful. But Lauren has been a great friend and mentor to all of us, and kind of watching their businesses blow up has been really exciting too. So sorry to interrupt, cut you off, but so go ahead.
No, cut me off as much as you like, because talking about myself is not my favorite thing to do. I like to talk about other people. I like to talk about our companies, our businesses. Morgan Engineering has become a successful company. I am a partner in ARIA Properties also. That is the building company, mostly single-family homes. We dabble in that. And yes, you're right, I am CE certified to give classes for realtors for continuing education. There's a lot of different things that we like to dabble in. I think that we have come so far in just a short amount of time is because we're just very focused. It's one of those things that you just put one foot in front of the other and you keep on going. You just keep on walking. It's not as though there's a real secret to having a successful business. It's just to be tenacious. It's to just keep on going and not stop. And at the end of the day, when you put your head down on the pillow, did you get everything done? And that's sort of kind of where your mind starts going. It's like, oh, I have to.
Never.
I don't know about you, but I said myself, I used to write sticky notes in bed, but now it's just you pick up the phone and you send yourself emails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Sometimes I don't even open my own emails.
Well, sometimes I get in the office in the morning, I have no idea what that email was supposed to mean.
Sometimes I send myself an email, but it fell below the priority line. So I'm below my own priority line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes. So let's talk about Morgan Engineering for a minute. In terms of what the services are that you offer, how many employees do you have? What's the top level look like?
Okay. Well, I also want to mention Frank Sadeghi, obviously, the senior partner. He founded Morgan Engineering in 1993. It went through a lot of different phases. He had a partner, and it was a large company, or middle-sized company, successful. Then the partnership dissolved, and it went through a little bit of some rough times, and then we sort of kind of regrouped and came back. When I got on board, we were both working for different people. I was actually working for a builder, and Frank was also. Morgan Engineering running on the side. And then all of a sudden we decided to just stop working for everybody else, focus on building Morgan Engineering. And as it turns out...
Yeah. That happened with the economic downturn, right?
Yes.
Cara Homes went out of business.
That's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Yes.
Same time that we kind of found the beginning of our success. So.
Yeah. Well,
I think a lot of companies were incorporated, dug out of that.
So I think that's important to talk about too, right? Because I think a lot of people look at downturns as kind of like really problematic, right? Mm-hmm. Like the economy is bad, I don't know what to do. But a lot of success comes out of that because a lot of opportunity is born in strife, right? Mm-hmm. So I think if you are, especially when we talked about this, Abe, right? Like you going to school and wanting to find that consistency in a job and saying, oh, I want security in a job.
Yep.
And then you found that you weren't getting security in the job, right? Same thing with us in economic downturns. Like all of a sudden, this big company that you've been working for that's doing hundreds of millions of dollars is no longer around. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, wait, I thought I had security in this other position. So if I don't have security here, why am I working for anybody else? And I know a lot of entrepreneurs that took the bull by the horns during that time frame and said, nope, I'm just going to go make it happen on my own. So that's really cool to hear. I didn't know that. And a lot of us had similar stories that we were kind of born out of the recession.
Well, it's interesting because when we decided to quit working for companies that, like you said, we thought were secure, and go out on our own and start building, really focusing on Morgan Engineering, we actually started in the garage of his house.
Ah, the garage.
The
story.
garage.
the garage.
Yes, it's the garage story. We really did. And
I'm still in my garage.
well, there you go.
I don't even have an office. So
So you know, if you start in the garage, you're destined for success, right?
that's right. Apple, IBM, right?
Yeah. We were kind of in the garage. We're in the bottom of a bi-level in the corner with no heat. So
There you go.
I think that
There you go.
kind of qualifies.
Oh man, those are the days.
And then I remembered when we finally got to the point where, okay, we really have to actually look for office space. And we found this little office space that we thought was going to be absolutely perfect for us forever in Island Heights. It was, you could live in the back and you could work in the front, and it was just absolutely perfect. And it was probably not even a year and a half before we quickly realized we were running out of room there.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Going to need a bigger boat.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Parking was so difficult. I remember your old space there.
And then we bought the building two buildings down, and we actually thought that would just be sort of kind of like maybe Frank's office and a conference room. And what happened is we ended up putting so many employees in there that Frank actually had this little tiny spot right next to the door. So we used to laugh and say that we're just kicking him right out the door because there was no room. So fast forward currently, we're running about 100 employees.
Wow.
We have about 22 field trucks, which is sometimes it takes me back when all the field trucks are in the parking lot, and I come in and I look and I say, oh my goodness, those are
What
all
did
of
I do?
ours.
Yeah.
It's a little intimidating sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of overhead.
But we cover all of New Jersey, parts of Pennsylvania, parts of New York. And we have a lot. We're blessed because we've done a lot of hard work, a lot of marketing. We have a lot of clients that are just faithful clients, repeat clients that are going to use us no matter what, because they know that when it comes not only to service, I'd like to think that our service is the best, that nobody else can compare to us. But in reality, companies, most surveying engineering companies, that's what they do. They're supposed to be good at their job. I like to think it's more than that for us, and it's because they know that we have their back. We're going to take care of them no matter what. So I know that they're always going to say, no, we're not using this company. We want to use Morgan Engineering.
Yeah.
No, we're not using this.
We've done it. I mean, we've been using you guys forever, and it's like it's not even a question at this point, right? And I don't really care about the price. I mean, we do. It's got to be reasonable. But it's like I know I can call your office and get somebody on the phone that's going to give me an answer right now. Mm-hmm. What's going on with this subdivision? What's going on with this major? What's going on? Hey, what about this zoning? What do you think we can do here, right? It's just from our business perspective, it's all a relationship, right? And we've built the relationship over years, but more than that, it was predicated on the backs of the service that we were provided. So, I think clearly 100 employees being in business for 15 years and blowing up and being all over the state, it's more than just doing your job, right? It's got to be the service. It's got to be the relationship. It's got to be answering the phone and answering the questions and not making people feel like, regardless of how big or small of a client they are, right? We're pretty small, but we always feel like we're a big client. So I think that's a testament to, yeah, right. But I think that is a testament to how you guys run your culture there, right? I mean, and culture is a big thing, and your employees follow suit. Like when I walk in, I know you're busy, but you always invite us into the office and say hi and see what's going on. And I mean, that's annoying in the middle of the day when you're in the middle of 90 things. But it's always like, oh yeah, no, come on in, let's chat. And your culture does that too, right? Your COO treats us the same way. He sees us come in and he's always, hey, come on in, let's chat. So, it rolls downhill. And I think you guys have done that, a really good job of that with RE/MAX. And, hopefully we're doing a good job of that too at Integrity, where